Interesting. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of FS25 here on the Ricci's Mountain Map by Old Man 102. Now, I've been playing with this. Let's see how well I did. Not too shabby. I'm not going to touch it again. We added some speed, we got the braking down. But I think we're good to go. I hope we're good. I hope everybody's having a good day today. It is January 30th as I record this Friday. I think it's Saturday already. We'll not be around much this weekend. We're supposed to go look at a camper tomorrow, but we're going out to dinner tomorrow night with some friends. Sunday I gotta run to Holly and grab my daughter's dog. So, let's see how much hay we need. So, that's where we are on that. 30,000, 32, so let's do 60,000. Yeah, that'll work. Close enough. But other than that, not much going on, guys. Some stuff done on the farm before we sleep tonight. Not gonna plant the fields until we sleep tonight, because I'm not gonna rush to get them rolled. So what we can do is grab the truck and grab the take the milk up to the dairy and get that up running. We can at least get cheese in though. You're on your last pass. You are moving along. So let's run the flatbed back home. Let's bring the milk up. I'm gonna run down and grab some diesel. So we got olive oil going now. That's a good sign. That's good. I don't know what we're gonna need it for, but that's all I cook with is olive oil. You going with that? Yep, everything. Oh, let's get my steering wheel straight here. That's why we're struggling. But yeah, got the shifter. I did a run last night to make some extra money in ATS. And then I just got done upgrading the truck and I spent most of the morning trying to set up the shifter and get everything working. So it ain't where I want it, but it's gonna have to do for now. So I figure out why. So that'll work for now. I got an 18 speeder in the truck. Maybe I should have just started with a straight 10, but we'll go 18 speed because we can use that as a 10 speed, 13 speed, whatever we want. I'm not new to driving. I drove for 14 years, drove standard for 7 of them. 7 or 8 of them, 14 years. One of my truck was an 13 speed that I personally had put in myself. You don't replace all transmissions. Most big trucks now come with the standard. Will come with that already built into the training. All you gotta do is add the switches, to change the shifter. You have the switch on the side and add the airline to it and do some programming in the PCM. The 13 speed was nice because you only split the upper higher gears. And that was nice because pulling hills, instead of downshifting a whole gear, you could step down a half a gear at a time, which was nice. So, and you'll see that in ATS once I get all the bugs worked out of it. I want to make it so we're able to float gears, but I don't know how to. I gotta still trying to figure that out. I know there's a lot of improvements that can be made to ATS in their updates. You know, they should put an option there where you gotta, not an option, but you're gonna drive a standard, you either double clutch or float gears. Because that's what you do in real life. You either double clutching every time you shift or you float gears. So people can ask, well, how do you float gears? Well, it's all in the technique of how you use the throttle. You take your foot completely out the throttle, it won't come out of gear. But if you're letting out the throttle and slowly just put a little pressure on the shifter, it'll slide right out. And all you do is grab the motor back up, go down the next gear, go up the next. Going up, you don't have to rev. You have to rev, but it's technique is what it is. Alright, so what's the dairy gonna hold for diesel? Let's find out. It doesn't take diesel, it takes coal. Oh, I thought it took diesel. Water, sugar, milk. Oh, well, I thought it took I thought that took diesel. Well, that was a wasted trip, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought it took diesel. Take the coal. Alright, well, let's run this back up the house and come back down and get some coal. That's my bad. I should have really paid attention to that. Damn. Well, we can at least run the milk up while we're in this. Yeah, so all my games are set up now. I got my wheel dialed in for racing. We're all set, but I'll be going back to work here in a couple months. Hoping to hear back from the doctor about my hand. I really want it done. If I honestly have to take time off from work, it's only going to be for a few days. So. And I'll just have them scheduled like a Thursday, and I'll take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off and go back to work Monday. I can go 2 days without pay as long as it's out over a weekend. Alright, let's grab this milk. Only 17,000. How much buffalo milk do we have? Not a whole lot. I'm not even going to worry about that till after we sleep tonight. We can at least get cheese and butter going. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button. It costs nothing to subscribe to my channel. It is absolutely free. And if you haven't already, please check out Old Man 102. That guy's always got new videos popping up with new games trying them out. I think right now he's in a business simulator, and he's got the hotel simulator. Starting a series on that to see what it's like. So he's always switching games up. I stick to games that I like to play and that I have time for. So supposed to be dropping some updates for factories in that, so I'm hoping they drop later today or tomorrow this weekend. With that dude, he come one of his testers. But I'd like, during the winter months, I can test anything you want to make in the winter months. But got all my mods zipped up because my friends at Port Allegheny are working on getting PCs for the new Call of Duty, which is also gonna rebuy the Farming Simulator game. So I'll have to go make all the mods I use on this map. I'll have to download on the flash drive and take it to them. So your friend Amy, I'm not too concerned about. It's more or less Tim who's gonna have to gonna have to learn. I mean, use the computer, work for payroll and that, but I will leave them suitable instructions and what's gotta be done or what they gotta do. And I think I'm gonna pull one of these harvesters out and mod it myself, so it goes a little faster. I think I'll do that this weekend. Or this coming week, I'll pull it out, make my own file, and then I can play around with it. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what made my mouse quit working. It was interesting. Let's go this way. I think it's closer. Yeah, I don't know what happened. So I don't know. I have I have a I don't know, a splitter. I don't know if you want to call it a splitter or it's extra USB ports that plugs into the USB and it reads the other. So I have another one. I just haven't hooked it up or tried it. Oh, buddy. So I'll have to get it out of my dresser. Plus, I want to hook up my other game. I won't be able to record anything on that, but I want to look at it again. I want to get back into playing Legend of Zelda, and I love them games. So I have a couple things in mind when Mom's house sells and I get that portion of the money. I want to add on to our living room, make our living room a little bigger. I also want to either add I want to add a shed to keep, because I'm gonna have to eventually I'm gonna have to invest in a different lawnmower because my lawnmower it's okay to use, but it's starting to break and cost me more money than it is to keep it. Um, so that's what that is. Let's run down and get some coal, guys. It needs some work done to it. My lawnmower this spring. I gotta order the part for the dock, the cable that engages the blades. That broke. I'm also gonna probably need a new battery, but I'm gonna put my battery tester on and see what it does. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. So all we can do is I gotta wait till nice weather gets here. And the snowblower, I have a new carburetor coming for it, because I think the one Brian got me is no good. Runs, makes it run. That's why I ain't put a lot of gas in it either. Alright, let's go in cab for a minute until we get inside and see where we're at. Alright, so now let's go to the dairy. Autosave, wouldn't have it any other way. Dairy factory for coal is gonna hold 250,000 liters, and that's exactly what this is set up for. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, I can't wait till they get their PCs. They're gonna love these maps. They ain't gonna want to stop playing them. That's why I'm gonna put it on G Portal, so they can play it whenever they want. Because I'm not gonna be able to play all the time, because I'm gonna have to keep up with my YouTube channel. So I gotta ask her what the new Call of Duty is, because I want to go look it up, and that's getting released. What's it called? Because I want to look for the specs. Oh, this is set up for 1,000,000 liters, that's right, so we gotta watch the number. We're eventually gonna have to get this up and running, eventually. Went over just a little bit, but that's alright. We'll dump some in the mammoth mill. It needs it. I'm sure it's gonna. Yeah, they ain't gonna know what to do with this map. It's just gonna be the three of us playing, because all their other friends are still on PlayStation, console, PS5. These are not PlayStation compatible. They asked me a while ago why none of their and I said your processor would never be able to run these maps. You would literally fry your PS5 running this map. I said that the 2X maps that we plan now, you're probably pushing the PS5 almost to its limit as it is. So I have a 4X maps, I have these maps, I have Dave's map at 19. He hasn't made nothing for 25. Stevie's maps are almost like base game maps. They're alright, but not what I like playing them. I mean, they're a little more challenging, they earn money, but alright. Run down and dump the rest of this in the Mammoth Mill real quick. Because I don't think the power, no, it takes diesel, so Mammoth Mill, let's see. Yeah, you could use a little bit of coal. But yeah, I hope everybody's enjoying the series. I hope everybody's enjoying the channel. I'm gonna make a few more runs in ATS off camera, and then I'm gonna start recording it. Start dropping on the channel. I don't have a schedule for it. It'll drop whenever it drops. That's all I can tell you guys. I have it set for the weekends, but with everything going on in personal life and all that, I'm having a hard time just getting the 2 videos done a day and having time to myself. So no, it wasn't gonna be much. Alright, so now let's go in here. What else do we need for this dairy factory to get them running? Butter and cheese, we need salt. Boxes, I gotta come over. Where are the boxes at? They're right here. Let's change output to distribute. Now we gotta run down and get salt. I don't even know if I own the salt mine. But hold on, guys, right here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Alright, so let's run down and get some salt. That's what we'll do next. Can't sleep. I can't advance the day until that harvester's done. We get that grass picked up. So it'll be a while before they get their computers, because she's got to save the money up, and she's got to buy 2 of them. So she wants to get them both at the same time. So, and there's some work I want to do to my house. I want to rebuild my desk. I want to fix this outlet, but I can't bring drywall. I can't bring any drywall home. All I need is a half a sheet. Something that'll fit in the back of my car. I can even cut it again. I don't need a very big piece, but I want to be able to. And I want a couple of sheets for the bedroom because I want to. I want to put some studs up for my TV so I can mount my TV on the wall. So that's on hold, but I'd like to get it done sooner than later, but I don't know how else to mount it to the wall. Alright, salt mine is clear down by the refinery. It's already 3:30 in the afternoon. Oh my god, my days. Like I said, I spent half the day setting up my shifter for ATS. I started it last night, but I got frustrated, so I went to bed. And I was still getting frustrated this morning, but it is what it is. Alright, I don't think we own the salt mine. So let's see, do we own this? This is probably going to do it. Oh no, autosave, awesome. Alright, we do not own it, so let's go here by this little piece. And let's buy this piece. And we're going to need how much salt for the dairy? Let's see. We need 250,000 liters. Salt, okay. Amy's got 4 kids. She's got Shiley, Zach, Kaylee, and Nick. They all have different dads. So. That tells you anything. Like I said, I think the only the only reason she was with Tim because Tim can afford her spending habits. Let's run this up to the dairy real quick. Zoom out a little bit so we can see in here. So I'm not talking over the tractor. Alright, dairy will be up and running soon, within the top of the hour. And we'll take this back, we'll grab the loading wagon, and we'll start picking up grass. And probably still catch up to the harvester. Oh, my controller died. What the fuck? Yeah, and that's not plugged in either. Oh my god. Alright guys, I'll be back. My controller died. Alright everybody, welcome back. I'm sorry about that. The joystick died. And the recording software wouldn't work. Where am I going? I'm going right by where we need to go. So, the plow's done, but we're not gonna, like I said, we're finish this contract and sleep tonight. We're about 35-40 minutes in. I'll go another half hour or so before I have to call the episode. Alright. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this grass, but we're definitely not hard up for money anymore. We just gotta get the fields bought and planted and get the factories up and running. I'm dying to play this on multiplayer now with my friends. I can't wait till they get their PCs. We're gonna have such a blast playing this map. Any of Old Man's maps, we're gonna have a blast. I'll give them Stevie's maps too. Well, we might not catch the harvester. The harvester might get done before we get done. Only got probably 3 swipes left. So better pay attention. Yeah, we got a 500,000 liters out this fields already. We're not even made one round. Just getting around the field once. We own this. No, this is a contract. We don't own this field, but we will soon. But I hope everybody's enjoying the series. I hope everybody's having a good day too. I hope everybody is staying warm. As you know, sub-zero degree weather out there sucks. But yeah, it'll be a while before they get their computers, so it gives me time to make a few more mods for us. Even though I got the Colossal pack, I don't care for that. I mean, I like the pack, but the harvester's a little too slow for my book. But it fits perfectly. I'm gonna take an in-game one and I'm gonna mod it and try it out. Got 1,000,000 liters of grass already, guys. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with all this grass? We should just sell this grass off. Grass don't sell for much though. I'd rather sell it off as silage. Alright. No racing today. I'm gonna spend a few hours behind the wheel of the truck and play with the shifter some more. So, wife's cut dinner in the crock pot. We're having roast with probably potatoes and corn. So, yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna run out of grass anytime soon. Because our own clover field's ready for harvest too. I just haven't harvested it because I don't need to. I don't need the grass. And I don't need the clover yet. I don't know if she's got to take them guys shopping. I'm gonna stay home tomorrow because I still have to do a few more videos. I've been playing on FS19 off camera to get stuff going, so we have stuff to do. I just like to get the cement factory built before I record. So that means I'm gonna have to spend a few more hours on that. Right now, I'm happy with the way the shifter works in American Truck Simulator. So I still got to play around with it. And I still got to do food processing tomorrow morning. I've not recorded that yet. I wanted to do stuff off camera, but I ain't getting a chance to do it. So, we just wanted to move some machinery around and get them all in order. But that's alright, we'll live with it. Another update came out for it, so. Oh, we're gonna catch the harvester. He's not gonna finish before us. What am I gonna do with all this grass, guys? Well, we caught the harvester. I didn't think we were gone. Alright, he's still got about 2 more passes left. Let's bring this guy back to the farm. No, actually, let's move him. I think we gotta move him down a field. A couple fields. I think we gotta plow 67 too, so he ain't done yet. But yeah, I'll have to splice this beer together. Gonna have to. Guess I'm gonna have to invest in another C cord. I got one. I just gotta get it plugged in. Alright, we're going to 65. So this is 61, 62, 63, 64, 65 right here. Alright, give that guy a few moments to get ahead. Hey, I don't need this anymore. Oh, let's move up a little bit more. I love her answers. Let's do this. Let's go grab this little guy. This guy. Alright, let's take care of the contract now. Now that that's done. We're almost an hour in too. We'll take care of this contract. We'll take care of the grass next episode, along with the harvester. Probably sleep tonight, advance the day, start a new game day. We'll have to go sell our furniture off after we sleep tonight. It probably needs more fabric. And the spinery probably needs more cotton, which we'll have after we sleep tonight. But we're slowly making progress, guys. It's taking us a while, but we're getting there. I don't think it's gonna hold it all. I didn't think it would. Okay, where are we going with this anyhow? Contract. Where are we going with it? Oh yeah, going down to the permit. Okay. Alright, this will be the test right here. See how well my mod works. we're gonna go a little over an hour, but that's alright. I don't mind. Alright, let's get rid of this. Go back and grab the rest of it. Oh, I got, yeah, I did it. I did speed it up. Okay. The only one I know Tater is my granddaughter. The hell is my granddaughter? I gotta get the other one out and get that put up on the shelf too. I hope it holds the rest of this. What's left in here anyhow? Alright guys, I'm honestly gonna call the episode here. I am Farmer Brian. Please smash that like and subscribe button on your way out, and you guys have an awesome day.